Boom.
So you ready? Are you ready? Ooh, 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 ooh. Brasianna, you guys already know it's your favorite girl every single morning. You know how we get the energy be live. And I'm right now, I am here inside of Live Wicks out here in Arlington in the studio right now with Saharic Reed. And oh, sorry, I said your last name.
That's fine.
You okay with that?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay,
I'm
good.
good.
Well, I'm in the studio with Saharic, one of the most awesomest people in all of Dallas. Definitely a mogul, and he's here to ask me some questions, and I'm here to give some answers. What's good, Saharic? Hey,
What's happening? What's happening? I'm super excited to have you in the building tonight on this beautiful, beautiful evening.
it's a
So
great evening.
you know what we're gonna talk about. You know what we're about to get into, right?
A
You know
lot.
I'm an old country boy, so my old country talk it might make you laugh a little bit, but then again, hey, it's all country
It's
folk.
okay because I might have to meet you right around the corner with the same thing. As long as that's okay, we good.
Already, man. That's
Okay.
what's up. So, you know, I've been speaking with you for a minute now, and we've been discussing some things about your upcoming event that's here at Live Wix, and I've always wanted to tap into your intellect. I want to tap into your energy with what you are getting ready to do with your production, your album, all the above. It's pretty dope. It's pretty dope what you're doing with even like AI and stuff like that,
Yeah.
right? So um, I know the people out there they can't see me. I'm off screen, but they can hear my voice. They know exactly who I am.
Yeah.
So just we're gonna jump right into it. I want to talk a little bit about your
Okay.
journey, and
It's been a long one too.
yeah, yeah. So and what we've talked about in recent conversations. Um, let's get right into it. Personal journey, man, and faith. You've been through an incredible transformation over the past year from being baptized privately, right,
Yeah.
to rediscovering your purpose. Um, what shifted in your spirit after that moment?
Oh man. I've been baptized a lot. I don't know about other people, but I'm a pastor's baby. So I got baptized at a young age. I've been to other churches and got baptized. And I never truly understood what it was. So last year, I lived in Highland Hills and I just dedicated my whole life to God and I really wanted to get out. I really, really tried my hardest to get out. And finally I did. And December came, some things kind of changed. And then February came and something just said, hey, you're about to hold the people in this church accountable for helping you with your spiritual growth. It was
Okay,
something about the people in that church. I just started to trust them.
okay.
So I had already built up the inner commitment and inner relationship with God, but now it was time for me to expand it and grow it. And getting baptized with my church, that shifted everything. Like, no matter what I tried to do, I just became hyper intentional about making sure that I'm listening to what they're telling me and giving it to other people because
S-
it helped me.
So
It
there
helped
was
me
some
out.
trust differentials
Yeah,
along the way, and then with this transformation, it's taught you to trust a little bit more, right?
yeah.
And
My
and
my
especially
trust got broke a lot, and
yeah,
especially last year. Losing the club, uh, that hurt. Going through it with my best friends and losing them, that hurt. And I didn't have a way of getting it out, so I just stopped working with everybody. And I noticed that that kind of hurt a lot of people, even like the people that were good with me. It
yeah,
hurt them that I stopped.
okay.
So, just moving forward, it's getting easier. It got really easier to start trusting people and talking to people again after I built up my relationship with my church members.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So on this journey and understanding and that shift in your spirit, right?
Hmm.
Um, how is this transformation? How has your faith shaped the way you handle pain, loss, and just personal growth?
Um, this deep breath thing, I know it seems like it's cliche or whatever, but it's something about like real life deep breathing that just opens up your mind and you can get through the pain. I don't cry about it anymore. I'm not super emotional, and I think. And breathing gives me that time to think. I thought it was just something that people just kind of said, but I truly started taking a deep breath to think about the emotions that I'm feeling and then act upon them. I just separate myself from it. That's how I've been handling pain. And especially mental pain. I can go into that one. Like dealing with the mental pain of having to separate yourself from your body and actually think about it. That has been a whirlwind of things.
Wow.
That's a hell of a question.
Wow.
That's
Wow.
a
It's
hell of a
yeah,
question.
man, when you're digging deep into your inner self and when you take that moment to self-research and
Yeah.
self-define, and then not only that, it leads you to really and truly, you're already outside, but you really and truly going outside
Yeah.
of your inner self and reflecting on the self research and what you've came about yourself. I know it's a lot I just said, but
Oh, I got
so
it. I had to stop lying to me,
hmm
and I had to admit a lot of things. That's how I was dealing with my pain. I stopped lying to myself, and I had to admit a lot of things. And the worst thing I think I ever had to admit to myself was that I was fake.
mm,
Yeah,
wow,
I was fake. And I wish a lot of people, Saharik, I really wish a lot of people would admit that they are fake. It's okay, just come out the closet. Like, forget your sexual orientation real quick. Just come out the closet and stop being fake about whatever it is, and it just changes your life. Last year I talked to my friend, and we had did months where it was like, okay, this month we're gonna work on sex and honesty. We're gonna be honest about everything sexual. And then this month we're gonna work on being honest about our education. We're really dumb B words. So we need to find out
mhm,
different stuff and increase our intellect. Let's be honest about our money and our money habits. And every time I just got honest and I was able to admit something to myself, it broke me. I
mm,
will say that it did break me. It hurt. But it made me aware of where I was at in life.
wow,
I'm
wow.
young, but now that I know where I'm at, it's like it's easier to keep moving forward.
I got you.
Yeah.
Definitely, man.
I
Definitely.
think that's a better answer to that question.
That's all right there, man. That's all
Yeah.
right, man. And I got a lot of questions, man. Everybody always, when will you come up with these questions? Where you get all these questions and stuff like that from? Hey, man, just when you research and previous conversations you have, it makes those questions come about. And there's some real good questions.
Thank you.
Um,
And I
what?
appreciate it too.
Yeah, man. Yeah, definitely. What does believing mean to you now?
Oh, then
Come.
that goes right back to the word. Like in the past, believing was more like following directions and following the book word by word, and it was more about perfection. That's what belief was back then for me. And it's like if you weren't perfect or if you weren't following a sound doctrine or a certain way of living, then you don't really have belief or you're not really faithful. But now belief to me is pure honesty. I just
Right.
used the word, but it's pure honesty about whatever it is that you believe. If and this is coming from your Christian friend, okay? If you don't believe in God, stop acting like it.
Mm,
If you don't have money, stop acting like it. Like it's okay. I would rather you be 100 and real with me than to be fake. I got friends around, and this is coming from your Christian friend. I got friends around me who are atheists, and they will say, "Thank you, God." I have friends who are gay and are completely against God, but will holler out hallelujah in a heartbeat. Come pray for me.
mm,
It's like the more honest you are, and the more you become more accepting,
mm,
and I have become very accepting of everybody because I'm honest with myself. It took a family member who is transgender to tell me, "Hey, look, regardless of what you believe, this is what I believe, and I'm standing on it." And off of that belief, that showed me what faith was. Like that's actual faith. So me as a Christian, me as a believer in real life, I gotta have that same attitude.
mm,
And that's what belief is. What do you believe is honest? What do you believe is true? Whatever it is, stand on it.
Wow.
If you have a Bible, stand on it.
Wow.
You have a Quran, stand on it.
Yeah.
You have the Vedas, stand on it. If you don't believe nothing, stand on it and speak about it out loud and accept it. Accept it when other people don't accept you back. Just accept that. That's it. That's what belief is. That's what real belief is. Standing up on what you believe in, regardless of what other people think. That's a great.
That's pretty doggone good.
Whew.
Somebody don't get that something wrong.
I don't know.
Something wrong.
I don't know.
Something
I
wrong.
don't know. And I'm not here to change your belief on nothing because you can't change mine. Okay.
Right,
Regardless of
right.
where I'm going, I know what I believe in. And I hope you know the same thing.
Wow, Brazzy, you've been around a lot of people. A lot of people know and have seen the shift.
Yeah.
To many, that might seem as weird.
Yeah.
They might say, "Oh yeah, she on this, she on that, she weird a little bit." And they, catch on a good day. You might, if she in one of those days, it is what it is,
It
right?
is what it is.
So we're gonna shift it a little bit, and I know I don't have a whole lot of time, but I definitely want to get these questions into you because people need to hear.
Yeah.
Um, there's some things that happen in life, some moments that cause some heartbreak,
Yeah.
disappointments. Um, we're gonna talk about a little bit about mental health and resilience, man. Um, you've been open about your experience with depression and
Mm-hmm.
even time spent in a behavior hospital.
Yeah.
Um, what's something people misunderstand about that kind of healing process?
Um, you've seen. I know you've seen people say. I know you've seen people say online a few times. Checking on your strong friends.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and you would think that your strong friends are like, oh, they're good. Like I'm
Right,
not finna check in on them. Like I see them on Facebook and they're
right,
laughing, they're smiling, they're showing their kids. You would think that that's okay, but some of your strong friends are really suffering. They're really having a hard time. Um, and I guess something that people don't know about the experience is that some people do go to behavioral hospitals and come out not on medication,
right.
not crazy. They come out peaceful. They come out cool, calm, and collected, and it's exactly what they need. Um, I'm very open about it. I'm going to be open about it. And I crashed out. I wanted to actually crash my car. That was why I went to the hospital. And I'm actually grateful because instead of wrecking out on the highway, something in my ear said, "This is your time to go." There's a difference between telling people your business and telling people your testimony. I couldn't tell anybody when I went to the hospital. I couldn't. And I went voluntarily. Here's something people don't know. Okay. When you go to the hospital voluntarily and you tell them that you have any signs of suicidal thoughts, you can get kept involuntarily and they can send you to a behavior hospital. There are three different levels that you'll go through. Okay. When you go into the hospital, you're in absolute life threat mode. You're threatening your life. So you're going in and you're kicking and you're screaming and you're fighting against it because even though you came voluntarily, now they're keeping you and now you're stuck. You go from being life threatening to hopefully going back into danger mode, where
Mm,
this is just angry. You're just filled with the emotions and we're trying to get you to calm down. A lot of people go from being in that danger mode to going back to safety. Going to a mental hospital isn't something that you do because you're crazy or you're about to hurt somebody. A lot of people go to mental hospitals because they need a break.
mm,
They need a break. As a mom, you got a kid here, a kid there, a man here, you got your employees, you got your employers, you got this business deal, this clientele. Everybody has a piece of you, and you don't have a piece of you, and you need a break. So I'm telling you, I'm not saying you need to go to a mental hospital, but I am saying that there needs to be a break for everybody. For
mhm.
everybody. A stressed out mom creates stressed out kids that create more stressed out kids and stressed out communities.
It's so much.
Everybody needs a break. So mental health, I can go in. I can go in. I'm sorry, but that's
No,
yeah.
it's good. It's so much. I understand where you're coming from. It's so much. And my degrees is recreational leadership and therapy and counseling. and with a minor in psychology. So I understand exactly where you come
Yeah.
from. And I always talk about lenses and how people look at life. They
Mm-hmm.
look at life, and it's four lenses that I always talk about: a leadership lens, a follower lens, a performer lens, and the last is a victim lens.
Yeah.
So everybody's pulling at you. They don't understand that, but everybody's pulling at you, and it's like just a heavy weight. So you got to be grounded.
Yeah.
So if you ain't grounded, man, it's a tough, tough, tough situation, man, and that can
Man.
cause you that can bring you to the brink.
Man.
So I do
Especially
under,
growing up
I
in
do
our
understand.
communities, we don't teach. I can't say we don't teach. We don't know, so we can't teach different ways to handle mental disabilities or mental issues. We don't teach emotional endurance or
Right,
emotional intelligence, so we don't really know how to get past it. But as we get older, it's our responsibility to learn these things and pass it on to the next generation. Going to that mental hospital taught me how to handle my anger. It taught me how to react the right way instead of beating people,
right,
instead
right.
of yelling, arguing, instead of cutting people off. It taught me how to go to somebody in the middle of a confrontation and lead with love. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now I can love on people differently. Everybody needs that break. And thank you for getting that degree in mental health. That means that you had to go through a lot with a lot of different patients. Anybody that has a degree in mental health, thank you. Y'all go through. Y'all go through a lot.
It's the science. That's the structure of who you are, man. Everybody
Yeah.
has I'm real big on understanding everyone that comes into my presence,
Mm,
and a lot of people don't understand that. Attentiveness. You
yeah.
got to be very attentive when you're speaking with people, when you're talking with people, when you're around people.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people don't understand. They could be sitting there in their phone and somebody just walk right up to them and slap the hell out of them. And guess what? They never knew who hit them because
Never
they too
knew.
busy not being attentive, but yet in their phone. You know what I'm saying? And that's
Yeah.
just a small example. Um, so faith and self awareness actually um, help you a lot um, during this time of recovery. And what you're telling me is that in your time and on some of the lessons that you learned during your hospital stay, uh, and you feel you called others to share it with, right?
Yeah.
Um, what are some practical ways to keep your peace now, spiritually, mentally, and emotionally? What are some practical ways you keep your peace?
Routine. Routine.
Hmm.
It's all in the routine and firmness. Like regardless, in the morning, I need to water my plants. I
Hmm.
need to read the word. I need to breathe. I need to go for a walk. Please don't interrupt that time. And managing my time and has been one of the biggest things to help me manage my emotions. If you are not on my calendar before Sunday at 11:59 for this week, then I'll
Hmm.
catch you the next week, and I'm not going to feel bad about you not getting my time. Your emergency does not trigger my sense of urgency.
Mm,
You get what I'm saying?
mm,
So, um, even though you're having a hard time, I'm not about to insert my emotions, my feelings, my time, my energy into a situation that you're not even planning on changing. By focusing my time, staying in routine, being consistent, that has changed the way that I deal with everything. Everything. I
mm.
didn't think that's the easiest way to answer that. I don't have
Wow.
any other for that
So
one.
apparently
Time
somebody's
blocking.
so apparently somebody's emergency is not your um I guess
Yeah,
how
I'll
can
get
I
a.
say how can I say it
your
is
your emergency is not my your emergency does not trigger my sense of urgency. So I used to get phone calls from
okay.
random people, and I love it. They would love to call me and pick my brain, and it would go from a hey, how you doing, and followed by like 50 minutes of me giving you all this information,
Hmm.
all these resources, all these things you can do to better yourself, just for you to turn around and not do anything.
Mm,
And that would irritate me, or better yet, I would sit on the phone and give all my energy for you having this issue with your boyfriend or this issue with your girlfriend,
mm,
and I'm giving you the information, and you go right back to, well, what are you talking to me for? And it started irritating me because it was like a, well, Brazzy didn't answer the phone, and since she didn't answer the phone, she must not deal with me, or she must be busy. Well, I'm not gonna talk to her no more. So now you're cutting me off because I didn't answer your emergency at that time. And I had to stop. I had to stop getting upset about that myself. I had to stop getting upset about that. You got to stop getting upset about that. Talking to you watching us. Don't get upset.
So let me ask you this.
Hmm.
I know I'm like I said, I'm not trying to keep you long, but these questions I got to get off.
I got
I
time.
got to get them off.
I'm finna go make some. I'm probably finna go make some cabbage with some beef links
So
and an onion. This gonna be fire.
this is last question on this mental stuff.
Okay.
If someone is listening and looking and paying attention to what they hear right now, they in a dark place right now. What would you want to say directly to them in short? What would
Um.
you want to say directly to them in short? I mean, they're in a dark place. I mean, but they need that uplifting, that physical right there in front of you uplifting. We all know that our strength comes from the man upstairs. But when they look into you, and you've already surveyed the scene, you've already 911, you've already done what you're supposed to do, and you instead of them calling, they call you for a word. What would you tell them if they're in a dark space right now? Pretty solid question.
Man, that is a very solid question because um, what could somebody say to me when I was? I'm sorry. What could somebody say to me when I was in that dark place? I mean, I'd be lying to you right now if I told you that a piece of me right now was not still in that dark place. So I guess I would tell you to search for some kind of light. Don't stop searching for some kind of light. When you do that, that's when shit hits the fan. I think that's the first cussing word I've said the whole time. So keep searching for something that's light, some kind of hang on. Just hang on. It's just temporary. I promise you, it's just temporary. But if you keep on searching, I guarantee you're gonna find it. And um, whatever they did on their behalf, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry that that happened to you. Uh, you shouldn't have had to go through that, but it is your responsibility to get up out of that now. So no more
Hmm.
pity parties. Okay, no more pity parties. No more blaming other people. This is you. You the one in a dark place. You're the one that's stuck. Okay. So the only person that can get you out at this point is not a pill, not a blunt, not a nurse. The only thing that's going to help you right now is God. You can't even help yourself right now. So go search for the light, go search for God, and I guarantee you, you'll start coming out of that dark place. I love you. In case nobody said that, that's the last thing. I love you. Keep going.
So finding yourself and being strong and understanding where your strength come from, and decrease yourself and increase God within you, and it'll bring about the rise of whom you are.
Yeah,
Um,
that's when you start rising.
Music, creativity, and purpose.
Yeah, let's change the
Let's
energy.
change the energy a little bit in this day, man. So they gonna say, "Who is this talking and answering all these questions and stuff like that?" Once they see this, um, music, creativity, and purpose. Now you got this series coming up, this
Oh my
concert
God.
series, believers and AI.
Yeah.
Sounds groundbreaking. Gospel music meets artificial intelligence. How did that idea come about?
So, um, the music industry is changing. It's changing and it's speeding up. And a lot of musicians, a lot of creators actually have denied the use of technology in the music industry. That's not a good idea. So I decided to be a pioneer and go try out some things myself. And I found some tools that have helped me speed up my production process and create my marketing process. I decided to use all of that myself for the kingdom of God, and then also to take these tools and teach it to other people. So if you are a songwriter, if you are a songwriter, right now in the music industry, everything belongs to you. Everything belongs to the songwriter, okay? If you are able to write a killer song with some amazing lyrics that inspire somebody to do something, whether that's inspiring them to cry and get their emotions out, or inspiring them to raise their hands and praise God, that's literally what the music industry is turning around for. No more worrying about the producers or the studio time. Literally all the tools are behind your cell phone. And if you know how to use them the right way, you can really soar in this music industry. With that being said, we're getting ready for the rise of the songwriters. The rise of the songwriters is going to be on November 30th, right here in Arlington, live at Wix, with, of course, me. I'm beautiful. Of course, I'm going to be here. And then, of course, I'm going to have Saharik as well, too. We'll both have some amazing music and some amazing artists. May come through and bless the stage, too. We got a lot of resources, a lot of fun, a lot of good food. And, of course, the drinks will be on deck, too. If you love God, if you are from the kingdom, this is definitely a great place for you. If you don't believe, this is a great place for you, too. Y'all make sure y'all come kick it on November 30th. I love you.
Already, that's what's up. That's what.
Yeah.
Uh, man, that's super dope. That's super dope. The energy that's a shift in energy. I know,
Hmm.
especially when you get to talking about AI and you get to talking about it brings to life a lot of true talent out here,
Yeah.
and it makes everybody tap into their gift.
Hmm.
Singers, songwriters. There's a lot of singers who are not songwriters. There's a
Yeah.
lot of writers who are not
Yeah.
singers. So being able to write those songs
Hmm.
and then however you arrange them, because you still got to arrange those songs. Some of them you still have to arrange them. Well, you give them the idea of how you want them arranged, and they take it and run with it, right?
Yeah.
So you still have to do what you have to do with dealing with AI and giving them a general idea of what you want to, what type or what sound, et cetera, you want to do. So in saying that, with thinking about AI
Hmm.
in business, how do you see AI fitting into that faith-based music without losing the spiritual connection?
Um.
As far as
So
singers and songwriters, singers, and that's R&B. That's all the above.
that's still, and it's gonna be education. It's
Okay.
your context inside of your content.
Okay.
What you talk about and how you talk about it, that's going to be the highlight. It's no longer just, oh, turn the beat on and we're going to listen to a cool beat and whatever is said, that's what we're bopping. That's not what it is anymore. So as a gospel artist, I have to think, am I going to make worship music? Am I going to make country gospel? Am I going to make rap, or am I going to like do contemporary gospel? It just really depends on how my message is going to be. And AI helps me do that. It helps
Mm,
me choose whichever tempo it is, and I'm able to stay on it. AI is very helpful in the creative process, um, but it's just rejected right now. It's rejected because it's brand new, and I've seen a lot of different people's opinions about it, where they're, oh, well, if you use AI, then you're not really an artist. Well, I see a lot of artists, a lot of AI artists who are 5 million views and stuff in,
mm-hmm.
they're up there
Up the
and they're
what?
being listened to. So like the tools used in AI are very important. And yeah, I don't know if I answered that question all the way, but
No, it's fine. It's
yeah.
just it's all about the tools and how you dive into it.
Your process, the process that you use with AI is important. AI is like your partner and you are your soul. Okay? Like now you have to make music with your soul. And whatever you put into AI, it's gonna give it right back to you. So if you're talking about, keeping the nines and the six, sevens, and that's what you put inside of AI, that's what you're gonna get back. But if you're putting intellect into AI, if you're making your lyrics make sense, then that's when we are able to use your music and actually connect to you. I think that's a little bit of a better answer. Maybe. Let me know
Yeah,
if it's not. In the comments, let me know if that was a good answer. What?
that's actually pretty good. That is actually pretty good. A lot of people gonna listen to you. They're gonna if they put forth the attention. A lot of people attention
Yeah.
span ain't but 15 seconds. But if it's something that you're talking about and it can be educational, I think they'll take the time to listen.
Yeah.
Um, your album, the title of your album is called Better. It's an AI album, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it has songs that you've written on there, right?
Yes.
Um, and tap into your album. Tell us a little bit in brief about the album.
So the album was completely written and produced in less than 4 hours with the help of AI. I wrote some of the lyrics. I said some. I wrote some of the lyrics and I used AI with assistance. I also made the graphic myself. That woman on that beautiful graphic is me. I just AI'd it and
Nice.
I released it only on YouTube. So I can dive into that more in a later episode, but
Gotcha.
that's an educational episode. But I dropped it only on YouTube, and I'm pushing the album to every church in Dallas. If you are a church member, if you believe in God, this is definitely an album for you. I made better after I got out of the mental hospital, pretty much because I got better. uh, and there's my two favorite songs on the album is Step by Step and my other song is With Me. Now the song Step by Step, this one this one is really like every step I take now is very intentional. I used to just kind of do it just because it was something to do, but now I do it because God told me to. And it's a huge difference. I used to just like hop on this person's team, hop on that person's team, help this person with that project. But now I got so many questions. Like so many, let me ask questions first. I went through it back and forth with my pastor about my questions, and I finally got all my answers. So I do that with everybody now. I ask a bunch of questions, get a full understanding, and then that's when I hop on something. So did I answer that all the way?
Yeah, I guess
Okay.
we're gonna take it and run with
All right, cool.
it.
Take that and run it.
so just going back as far as you getting people to work with you. Um, Now, I think I remember or recall the conversation we had previous before this connect right here.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, you said you only want to build with people who shares your passion, your patience, and intellect, right?
Passion, patience, intellect. Yes.
How does that influence the collaborations you choose now?
Um, there's no way I'm gonna have more passion about your project than you. That's been a problem. Growing up and just dealing with people in business. Like somebody will tell me what their goal is, and I'll be like, "What? Let's do it!" And
Let's work it.
I'm like all the way on it. And then like in a few weeks, they lose their energy, and I'm like, that ain't it. Like what happened? I built all of this for no reason, and that hurt. And then the second one is patience. My patience has been developed because I do understand that people lose passion, people lose ambition, people fall off, but
Right.
that doesn't mean cut them off immediately. Have some patience, kind of deal with people, and see where God takes you. Like let God cut people off for you, like instead of trying to cut stuff off yourself. And lastly, intellect wise, everybody owns a cell phone. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
everybody has access to the internet and everybody can ask questions and find things out. What you do with that cell phone and with your intellect is going to greatly define how and when and where I do business with you. Okay. You can do anything you put your mind to if you believe it. If you ask Siri and ChatGPT questions, you can figure it out. But if you are not um, doing that, if you don't want to intellectually do that, it's going to be really hard for me to work with you, and you're gonna bump heads because you're gonna feel like I'm smarter than you when really I just work harder and ask better questions than you. So I'm really intentional about the people that I work with, and I ask God first. I want to know, what is God's opinion? How does God make me feel? Because I might have to work with somebody I don't like. I may not even like you for real, but I have to put my own emotions and my own feelings to the side and do what God told me to do
Mm.
regardless. That's really what it is. So if we can share the same amount of passion, the same amount of patience with each other, and we can work on each other's intellect, let's collaborate. Let's
Make it
we're
do what
doing
it
it for
do.
God now. Let's do
Let's
it.
make it do what we
Let's
do.
do it.
And so one thing, one day, and one thing that I'm real big on that: the passion, the patience, and the intellect. And
Yeah.
now a lot of people are missing that.
Yeah.
And I'm real big on uh, You know excitability when you see excitability,
Yeah.
and excitability turns me off. You know why it turns me off? Because it takes a person to be doing something that you like to do in order for you to get up and start working on your own stuff.
Follow the leader,
To me,
I guess.
that's like, nah, man, you don't want to get up and then work for a day or work for a couple of hours. Then the next thing you go right back into your hibernation state.
Mm,
So I'm out on that. Even if you got the passion, the patience, and the intellect, if you're going to do it, do it. You invest
mm,
in it, do it. You're putting all that time in it, you have to do it. It ain't no breaks. It ain't no sleep
no.
time. And when you go to work, you get off work, you got to do it. You wake up in the morning, you off, you got to do it. That's in anything that you do.
I will deal with a disciplined person before I deal with a motivated person.
Yeah.
Because motivation is an emotion and emotions are temporary, but discipline is permanent or at least semi-permanent. We try and get there, we try and be consistent, and we try to hold on to it. If you wake up every day and brush your teeth or like clockwork, you won't have issues. But if it's a constant thing, if you're only motivated to brush your teeth when you watch a video from a kid show like Gracie's Corner, then you're gonna have bad teeth. So if I had to choose another thing to add on to passion, patience, and intellect, let me also add discipline. We're not for the motivation. I can't. I used to just get motivated and then okay, do the thing, get started. Now we're done because no more motivation. No, let's stay disciplined. Let me work out every day and lose 50 pounds. I'm just saying, let me lose the weight. Let me change my mindset. Let me actually put down $5 into this bank account every day for 52 weeks and see that multiply into 250 $62. If I'm wrong, put it in the comments. If I'm wrong, put it in the comments because I think I'm wrong. 52 times 5 5 260. Don't play. Don't play. All right. Next question.
So, I got a couple more questions for you.
Okay.
Um, Balance as a mother, being a mother,
Woo!
a creator, a visionary, without losing yourself in the process. Now we know that you already said it. You've been in the hospital. There's so much stuff on your shoulders, right? So just reflect a little bit. Everything, the pain, the healing, rebuilding of yourself.
Okay.
What part of this story, of this journey so far, are you most proud of?
Um, I'm proud of the way I parent now. I parent now from a different perspective.
Hmm.
Back then it was more of like I was parenting as if I was God, but now I'm parenting as if I am a manager.
Mm.
And I'm just here to be the example. So I want my kids to see my life and be like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna live like her. Like
Mm.
she did a good job." I don't want my kids to look at me and be like, "Okay, I don't want to be anything like her. She did such and such, she did this, she did that, and she ain't nothing." I don't want that. So I have a 13-year-old. I don't tell her what to do anymore. My daddy became my advisor when I turned 18. I had already had a baby by then. So my daughter is 13, and now, baby, here's the advice. This is what you should do. This is what you shouldn't do. I might be right and I might be wrong, but go to God and ask God first, and He's going to give you the right answer. After that, I'm just simply living my life to the best abilities and showing you what you can and can't do. As a woman, as a mom, as a human being in society, that's how I parent now. And it feels so much better. It's so much less stress than trying to get you to clean your room up and do your homework. No, you see me at the house. I'm reading, I cook, I clean up. I'm going to work. I'm having pleasant conversations. When I go to church, I dress up nicely. You see me leave, like whatever it is that you see me doing, hopefully you pick up some of the same thing. If you don't, God got you. That feels so much better as a parent. As a parent, I think everybody should grab hold of that when your kids get to a certain age. Now, when they're young, and this is coming from me, okay? When they're young, I definitely believe in corporal punishment. I don't care until they like 5. Okay, like tap the look ass whooping. Like I still believe in that. I'll say it on camera. I believe that between the ages of 0 and 5, we should be teaching good citizenship and character.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's like major. Ain't nobody teaching our kids that. That's why when they get to public school, they get the tripping and acting out. That ain't it. Okay, teach from a different perspective. Like show your kids how you want them to act. Send them to school and let them act like they got some sense, or keep your baby with you. That's how I feel about parenting. That
Right.
was a lot.
Yeah, that was pretty much. But that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
It's pretty much, yeah.
Um, last question.
Okay.
Last question.
Okay.
And I'm going to say this. Taylor,
Oh,
Brasianna,
okay.
Unique,
Yeah.
Ross.
Whoa.
What do you want people to feel or remember about you
Whew.
when you have crossed paths with them in their life and been? I know it's a loaded question.
Nah, cause I know exactly how to answer this question. I want people to say that girl really loved God. She loved God. She loved herself, and she loved a lot of people. If she ain't do nothing else, she loved God, she loved herself, and she loved a lot of people. It's a lot of stuff you can say about Taylor Ross, about Brasianna Unique, but what you can't say, what you will not say, what you will not pass your lips and say is Taylor did not know God. Taylor did not love herself. Taylor didn't love her community. I love you. I love God. I love everybody. If you don't know nothing else about me, I really, truly love you from the bottom of my heart. I think that's a very special moment.
That's very
I
special.
can die now. Like if I died right now,
We don't want you to.
I was just saying, if I died right now, that's it. Shout out to I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it because y'all are probably like get on me, but shout out to that man for having that much strength to say that on camera and to die behind it. You know who you are. So
Mm,
and
mm,
thank you. So you've inspired somebody. And you didn't die in vain. And hopefully everybody else stands up and says the same thing. I'm
mm.
done now.
That about wraps it up. Taylor, Rosianna, Unique, Ross.
Yeah.
Um, tell the people how they can follow you, how they can find you,
Yeah.
and once again, we'll tell them about the rise of the songwriters, and how to get the tickets November 30th,
So
2025. Um, tell them how to reach you, how to contact you, how to friend you, follow, all the above, right there in that camera.
okay. I'm two different people. So if you want to follow Taylor Ross, where I give all of the resources and I'm going into my life in information technology, cybersecurity, and bridging the gap between technology and the music industry, follow me on LinkedIn at Taylor U Ross. It's really easy to find. Send me a message and let me know that you watched this podcast, and let's chop it up even further. Now, if you know who Big Braz is, and that's who you really want to get to, man, you can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, not Twitter, Snapchat, and I'm definitely going to get back to you. My official website is www.brasianna.com. Big Brazzy Braziana. Now, look, the tickets, pre-sale tickets, are on sale directly on my website, brasianna.com. All right. For a very limited time, you can get your tickets for just a simple $8. Now, if you wait too long, and I'm not going to tell you when I'm going to take them away, the tickets are going to be available on Eventbrite. Make sure that you get the table. This event is happening November 30th. I'm asking songwriters, singers, producers, if you have anything that you're doing in the music industry, this is definitely an event that you're going to want to love to be in because the world is changing. The music industry is changing and technology is taking over. Don't get left behind. Come mix, come mingle, come take pictures. Let's have fun. You know I don't take pictures with everybody, so let's have fun and let's do that. November 30th, we're live here at Live Wix. We're located at, hold on, let me find the address, 2405 South Collins Street, Arlington, Texas, 76014. Got it. At 6 p.m. See you guys. Oh, can I wait? Before we end, are we ending? No. Okay, good. Before we end, I have to do this, okay? Father God, oh my God, thank you so much for this episode. Thank you so much for the equipment for this episode. Thank you for the location of this episode. God, thank you so much for Saharik. Thank you for the questions. Thank you for the tools, the enhancements. Thank you for the affirmations. Thank you for the ability to communicate. God, thank you so much for the power that you've given me, the confidence, the holy confidence that you've given me to stand up and make this thing happen. God, thank you so much for artificial intelligence. Thank you for technology and science. God, thank you for giving me communication so that way I can turn this world up with your word. God, we finna turn up all the way. And I thank you so much for believing and trusting in me. Now, God, I'm asking that you give this episode to somebody and they turn all the way up and learn something new. And let them know that the rise of the songwriters is real. God, we love you. We thank you. We praise you in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Amen.
Yeah, yeah.
Once again, there you have it. You're at the Marvelous Live Wicks in Arlington, Texas, 2405 South College Street, Arlington, Texas, 76014. And there you had it. And there you have it with the lovely Brasianna, Taylor Ross, and myself, Saharwick. Hey, y'all tap in and we out.
Yeah.
Hey, 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 hey.
Ah, oh,
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 oh.
oh, 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 oh,
we hollering.
oh,
We tonguing up the
yeah.
deuces. Peace out,
We
everybody.
out.